Hey Cougs, today we're talking about the historic graduation progress and this tool that you will utilize in the registration process. So when you log into PowerSchool, you're going to go to grade history here and you're going to click that button and it will take you over to the right side where you will click view historic graduation progress. And this is what you will see. There's a lot of information on here. And I'm not going to get into a whole bunch of it, but this upper information is state testing requirements, high school and beyond, Washington State history. You know, a lot of that isn't updated all the time, so don't get too hung up on that. But what we really want to look at is this down here. This shows the subject groups that are required for graduation, the credits that you've already earned, classes you're currently enrolled in, and total number of credits that you have left or have that are required out of those subject groups. And then what you've a visual representation of what you've earned over on the right-hand side. Really cool part about this tool is you can click on each subject and it will pop up and show what courses and credits you've earned. For instance, this student has earned a full credit of English 9 and passed first semester of sophomore English and currently enrolled in sophomore English for the second semester. So you can do that for each one of these categories. So for example, this is a visual or performing arts. This student actually has a 0.5 credit of art, and it's a jumpstart credit, drawing, design, and painting that they brought up from the middle school. So that's really important because when you look at these categories and the credits that you've earned, there will be a graphic representation. So for example, performing arts, this student has earned a 0.5 and it's dark green because that's done and it's in there. The white portion with the number is a corresponding number that is still unfulfilled or needed. And as you look at these bars, you'll see check marks and different colored greens. The lighter colored green represents this, what students currently enrolled in. And the check mark represents when a credit is fulfilled. Some are full dark green with the check mark. That means they're already completed. And then some have a light green with a check mark, which means best case scenario, you pass that course this semester and then it will be fulfilled. All right, I'm going to turn over to Miss Foley now. She's going to talk a little bit more about this.
Thanks. So there's a few things we wanted to just draw attention to that are common questions. One is the total required amount of credits there. It says 44. You only need to do 24 credits to graduate. We have those extra 20 credits in there in case you want to take more than 24 credits. Those will go down at the bottom for extra courses. Another thing to kind of look into is, for example, visual or performing arts and world language. Depending on your plans for after high school, there's something called a personal pathway requirement. If you weren't planning to go to a four-year college and only need 1 credit of art, you would only need 1 credit of art to graduate from high school. So the other one you could replace with a different course that aligns with the interests that you have after high school. If you kind of have questions about that, come talk to your counselor. World language is the same. It is a high school requirement. It's also a college admissions requirement from most colleges, but if that's not your plan, you could also waive those 2 world language credits with a different class that would replace them. You'll actually see that in the bar too, if you do a waiver and we put it in for you, it'll be a teal color and we'll show that you've done it, and it'll pull from your electives or your extra courses that you've taken to keep up that 24 credit total required credits. One other thing to kind of keep in mind is it's classes that would fall under more than 1 category. For example, business English. If you wanted to use it as your English credit, it would maybe come down under an elective credit. But we know that you might want to use it for English, so you would talk to your counselor and we can move it into that English section and count as one of your 4 required English credits. This will all help with the same thing Mr. McMahon just talking about, of picking your classes for next semester. Sometimes it'll be confusing of where your credits have gone. So if you click each category, you'll be able to see and kind of determine what you have left. So it's important to know what credits you're using under what section as you pick your classes for next year. Let us know if you need to learn more.